Hearing. Wait,
Oh, like intro.
are we on this side, or do we know? I'm assuming on this side.
Yeah, I don't know. That's fine. All right.
Sounds bueno.
All right, here we go.
Sounds freaking great.
Here we go. Okay, so all right, let's practice it. 3, 2, 1. All right, good afternoon and welcome, Ravens, to what game is this? Do you know what game this is?
Volleyball? What do you mean?
Yeah, like it should be game number 14. 14 to 5 and 8. Where am I going? Ask me where we're gonna go. Hey Ravens, welcome back to Game 14. This is the Ravens versus Olathe South. What? Olathe South volleyball. I was saying Olathe Northwest Ravens versus the Olathe South Falcons tonight in Game 14 of the Sunflower League. All right, well, welcome Ravens to Game 14 of the Sunflower League. Tonight we have the Olathe Northwest Ravens volleyball team versus Olathe South Falcons. And tonight it looks like it's going to be a great matchup. Andrew, what do you think?
Well, obviously the Ravens are kind of struggling this year. They've been 5-8 compared to the last few seasons. They went to state. Let me check it out real quick. They were third place, finished at state tournament last year.
Good evening.
Let's hope that they can pull it out this game versus South.
That's right. Yeah. Well, great. Yeah. So tonight your commentators are Andrew McCubbins, and we also have Andrew Beckwith, also known as Los Dos Andrews. And we are very excited to be covering this game tonight. So we cannot wait to see what happens and give you guys updates as the game progresses. So,
National anthem going on right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would now ask that you would stand, remove your hats, as we rise to honor our Americans tonight and those who serve with the singing of our national anthem. Tonight's national anthem will be performed by Olathe Northwest students Bailey Pickard and Sydney Elmore.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were
And there you have it. Sounds like the game is right about to kick off. Andrew, let's go ahead and take a quick look at tonight's lineup for the varsity roster here for the Ravens side.
Alrighty. So today's varsity, we have Dylan Holmes, sophomore, Emma Slington, Courtney Jackson, who a couple weeks ago, or like a month ago, committed to Arkansas, played volleyball as an incoming junior, which is very impressive. Abby Hansen, junior, Kaylin Chase, Courtney Beers, Ashley Cooper, Katie Parks, and Orlando Cass. Back to you, Andrew.
Wow, man, we got a great lineup tonight. Looks like right now, we're actually introducing Olathe South's lineup, which also looks like a very strong team. So looks like it's going to be a great game.
Yeah, speaking about the teams earlier, how this season we have not been living up to expectations. Past our main championships have been 2011, 2015, 2016, 2017. And 2017 we got Class A state championship. Back to you, Andrew.
All right. Right now, for the Ravens.
Northwest Ravens. 5'6" sophomore, defense specialist, number 0, Emily Slater. 5'8" sophomore, outside hitter, number 1, Julie Ho. 5'9" junior, setter, number 3, Courtney Jackson. 5'5" junior setter, outside hitter, number 6, Taylor Chase. 6'2" senior, middle blocker, number 13, Katie Parks. 5'11" junior, right side, number 14, Elena Cass. The Ravens are coached by Mr. Maryland and Miss Patty Phillips. Good luck to both teams.
All right, back to you, Andrew.
Yeah, well, it looks like both teams have now been introduced, and it looks like we are right about ready to start the game here. We got 1 minute on the clock for the first section of the game. Right now, the Ravens.
Fight song right now.
A little bit of pre-game celebration here for the Ravens. Of course, our student section is always hyped up, especially when the fight song comes on.
Tonight's officials are Miss Nancy Tooley and Mr. Dave Dover. Tonight's match will be the best 3 out of 5 sets.
And of course, probably one of the most valuable assets to this team tonight, we have, of course, Katie Parks, and we have Courtney Jackson, and also, we're also very looking forward to seeing we're also very looking forward to see All right, there we go. Game just started.
Jackson.
A very impressive kill for Katie Parks.
Back ball goes to South. Reset by number 30. Play by Courtney Jackson. Set by Katie Parks. Spiked up. Courtney back to Katie Parks again.
And the Ravens get the point.
We're fine. So it will be number 0. Spiked by number 14. Rebound by Dylan. Up to Kaylin. Number 11. Back to the camp for the spike. Serve it.
Substitution.
Scores 2-1 away from Northwest.
Emma Wheeler.
Number 3 server on Olathe South with the possession.
I think we're going to be mostly I'm just trying to like push I don't know. Whatever makes you comfortable. I don't
Okay, I'm unmuting them.
Well, Olathe South with the spike. Looks like the Ravens just couldn't save it this time.
Re-entering the game for the Falcons.
Scores 4-2 away from Northwest. And possession goes to South. Points to South. Or excuse me, point goes to Ravens. Ravens lead 5-2. Point goes to Northwest. That's a Katie Parks hit.
All right, Katie Parks, number 13 with the serve.
Entering the game for the Ravens, number 10, Courtney Beers.
Point for the Ravens.
Entering the game for the Falcons, number 25, Nikki Gilbert.
Are we not saying enough? Or do we need to keep talking? We're not talking.
All right, looks like this time we actually have Abby Hansen for the serve, number 4 for the Ravens.
0-0. What?
I keep thinking just like the other person.
And a fantastic save from Courtney Jackson.
Entering the game for the Ravens.
Score is 5-7 this year. That's South.
Entering for the Falcons. Albert.
Served by number 5.
Well, Andrew, you know, last season for the Ravens, obviously, last season was very successful for the Ravens. You know, going to championships and everything, and they're coming out very successful. This year, they are down lots of their seniors, with Katie Parks actually, one of the only seniors on the team, and so, you know, obviously that they have to, you know, compensate for that and kind of, you know, plan ahead, and, you know, they're trying to think of, you know, how the year is going to go for them. So looks like so far that they're being very successful with compensating with their loss this year and the injuries. And some other players have received some valuable assets to the team, but looks like things are going great this year. What do you think?
Yeah, speaking on the seniors they lost Lindsay Heller, who went to college for volleyball, Josie Pearson also, and Abigail Copeland. They also lost Lily Becker to transfer, who I think went to Iowa. But yeah, for being a short man team on seniors, are doing pretty well. Katie and Courtney obviously leading the way. Katie Parks announced a month or two ago she's going to K with her volleyball, and Courtney announced that she's going to Arkansas too. So we got some good players on our team too. Most notable players, obviously Katie Parks and Courtney instead, but also Caitlin Chase. Our team lives and dies by those three, so yeah, back to Andrew. Score is now 7-8, Olathe South. 7-9 Olathe South.
Substitution for the Falcons. Number 10, Sydney Alden.
Tough score is 10-3 Falcons. Or no, excuse me, 10-7 Falcons. Like we have Katie Parks, Lynn Cass, Courtney, Kaylin, and Dylan. Miscue by Caitlin. 11-7 Falcons.
Another point for the Falcons just now.
By Katie Parks. Score is now 11-8.
Oh, that was fantastic. Fantastic play for the Ravens.
11-8. Falcons.
Ravens, number 4, Abby Hanson.
Another point from West Ravens. 7-9 with the Falcons in the lead, but Ravens are initiating a little comeback on themselves. By Katie Parks. It's not there.
What's going on? I think that's
Who was 0?
I think that's
That's not
Point. Northwoods.
Emily what? That is
Another point. Ravens tying it up. Actually, going a point above Olathe South. Now we have 12-11 Ravens.
Quiet comeback by the Ravens. They were down, I think it was 11-7, scoring 5 straight points. Just get the timeout. They've been doing quite good for themselves after a couple miscues by Kalen and some other players, but for the most part, they've been doing pretty well so far. Back to you, Andrew.
Well, yeah, you know, Andrew, I couldn't agree more. Well, you know, it looks like right now, volleyball, obviously, it's obviously very physical. You have to pass the ball and everything. You got to be strategic in your sets and your plays, your spikes and everything. But even more than that, I think it's a mental game, you know, because, you know, after every set, you notice our volleyball players, you know, they come to the center, you know, encourage each other. That's obviously a very big thing in this game. So, you know, having that team connection is very, very valuable. And so I think that the Ravens are doing that very great, and they're doing a really good job of that this year. So,
Andrew, I couldn't agree with you more. That was a great statement right there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
After the timeout, lineup is more with Dylan, Courtney, Kaylin, Abby, and Katie.
All right, there we go. Another point for Olathe Northwest.
Ravens now lead 13-11. Same lineup as before. Okay, with another block. Good net.
Coming in for the Falcons, number 3, Wheeler.
Fortunately, the game is not 13-12, but Ravens still lead. South of possession. Point for Olathe South Falcons.
Tying it up 13-13.
South now is possession again. Number 3 will still be serving.
Emily Slidham with a great dig there.
Great save by numbers 0 and Katie Parks. Unfortunately, wasn't enough. South now leads 14-13. With number 3 still possession of the ball. Or excuse me, still serving the ball. Here with no spike, but Dylan rebounds it. Kevin spikes it again.
Courtney Jackson sets it up. Katie Parks over the net.
Courtney with it. Can't with the spike.
There we go. Another point for the Ravens. Once again tying it up 14-14.
Once the same lineup as before, except now Kayla will be serving it. Very nice serve by Kayla. Well played, Julian. South spikes it, and now they lead 15-14.
Back in for the South.
And number 20 will be serving it. Number 20 will be serving the ball again.
Point South.
South scores again. Score is now 16-14. Number 20 will serve it again. Katie Parks at the spike. Killing with this. Katie Parks scores again. Score is now 16-15. Right to South.
You know, Andrew, with the new team this year, I don't know. I know a lot of people weren't quite sure about how, the season was going to turn out this year, but it's proving to be a great matchup right now. We're just going back and forth, bouncing back and forth between winning sides.
Yeah. Courtney Beers has subbed out for Dylan. But yeah, going off what you said, Andrew, their record, although it's not great, 5-8, I feel like their record doesn't really depict the team that they are. They really show resilience and toughness.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more.
Really great leadership throughout the team.
You know, we actually interviewed Coach Barry, and some of the interesting things. Obviously, Coach Barry for the Ravens. One of the interesting things that he said was, it's not all about. The seniors have leadership. That's a very common theme throughout lots of teams and lots of different high schools. But one of the most important things I think on our volleyball team is definitely just having leadership. Whoever steps up to the plate and takes that role. Whoever wants to be the leadership. And I think that with the volleyball team, one of the things that they try to work on all the time is just, everyone has a certain level of leadership. You kind of take care of yourself, take care of your teammates. That's what it's all about,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like going off what you said, the main question asked at media day was who's going to step into leadership left by many seniors previously mentioned. And of course, Kay's not a senior, but Coach said that she took leadership the first day she came there as a freshman. And Coach Barrell said that Courtney Jackson took the role of leadership coming in as a freshman, which is really encouraging for the Ravens team who... Exactly. Kay Parks is getting to a senior, but Courtney Jackson, they're on a really good level this season.
In my opinion, actually, a very inspirational figure for anyone who is trying to be a leader in their school or an organization. May not meet the age requirement, but you can still do it. Anyone can do this, and this is a great example of that.
Yeah, exactly. Score, unfortunately, is now 20-17 to Olathe South.
An attempted save for the Ravens by Katie Parks, but it looks like it just wasn't enough this time.
Exactly. Number 5 for number South will now be serving. Set one might become too close then. And then a miscue by Katie Parks. Score is now 21-17 Olathe South. Number 5 will be serving again. As previously mentioned, the set might be coming too close soon. Yet again, another miscue by Katie Parks. On a rough couple two possessions right now. Number 22-17, Olathe South. It's not looking good for the Ravens right now. Set one might become too close. Number 5 will be serving. Great spike by Courtney Jackson. Ravens trying to make a comeback. Scored another point, 22-18, Olathe South.
Yeah, they are catching up. They're not that far away.
Courtney Jackson now be serving. Unfortunately, another miscue by the Ravens. 23-18. 2 more points by Olathe South, then set will be coming to a close. The Ravens are not giving up yet. They're down by 5. 23-18. Olathe South. 40 beers with another contest out of bounds. Or excuse me, spike out of bounds. 24-18. Right to stop.
How did you get on this topic?
Executed by number 0, and unfortunately, Right to Stop takes set 1 victory, 25-18.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have some very special friends in the stands. We'd like to take a moment to recognize the 7th and 8th grade volleyball teams from Prairie Trail and the Summit Trail. Please stand and be recognized. We want to congratulate you on the successful seasons you are having currently. Let you know how excited we are that you are going to be a part of the Raven family very soon. Thanks for being here tonight. Cheer on those Ravens. One more time for our 7th and 8th grade teams from Prairie Trail, Summit Trail Middle Schools. Coach Liv just informed me that there is cookies for you around the corner. No stampeding. Just the volleyball players. Dads, take a seat. Who's going to win?
Okay, we got to figure this out. I might say something about
Where are we going?
We're down that side.
Well, joining us tonight, we actually have Prairie Trail and our brand new Summit Trail volleyball teams joining us here tonight.
And Gaines. Whoops. Alrighty, Ravens. We're here for the second set, about to start in around 10 seconds.
Both teams have switched sides. And right now we have Dylan Holmes, a sophomore here at Northwest, serving for the Ravens.
K Parks, the great play to start off the second set.
A great way to start off the second set.
Ravens are now up 1-0. Dylan serves again. Score is now 2-0 for the Ravens. Dylan Holmes will be serving again. to race out the second set. 18 will spike it. Miscue by Elena and Katie. Olathe South gets a point, 2-1. Olathe Northwest leads. Number 30 will be serving. Ravens have put out a lot of energy to start the second set after losing the first, which is a great sign of improvement. Miscue by Olathe South.
Katie Parks just popping that over the net right there, getting that point. How cool is that? That's awesome.
Very awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Olathe Northwest leads 3-1.
That's right.
Will now be serving the ball. A little close to the ground for Dylan. 14 now, 3-2.
Yeah, I missed it just barely.
Olathe Northwest now leads 3-2. Number 3 for Olathe South will be serving it. An unfortunate miscue by Caitlin and Dylan. Ties the game at 3-3 for Olathe South and Olathe Northwest.
Yeah, probably just a little bit of miscommunication on the court tonight. You know, I've already seen Coach Barry encouraging a little bit of conversation between our players tonight, but you know, I'm sure that the Ravens can pull through tonight.
Yeah, conversations during the game is probably the most important thing. 'Cause you need to really figure out how you're gonna how your team will function. That's probably the biggest key out of everything.
Absolutely, and of course, you know, doing the job that is assigned to you, and you know, just keeping that your responsibility. You know.
Yeah, because without conversation between the players, you're not going to know what's happening. Like you just seen near the second half, near the end of the first set, Ravens had a bunch of miscues and a couple at the beginning of the second set. But yeah,
The Ravens are actually ahead right now. We're 4-3.
Kaylin Chase will now be serving. Point by Olathe South. Game is now tied 4-4 with South serving it. Number 18 will be serving it for Olathe South. Looks like both teams coming into the second half are really competitive. I think mainly Northwest because they want to rebound after the loss in the first set, losing 25-18. But no, of course, Olathe South wants to be competitive because they want to also win.
Absolutely. And the Ravens are still going strong. This has been a particularly long. Oh, there we go. All right, Ravens coming in with another point.
Great score by Katie Parks. Having a great game for herself. She's been rebounding pretty well after the end of the first set when she had a couple miscues. But so far she's doing good.
Oh yeah, and it looks like the rest of the team is responding. Fantastic.
Katie Parks is now subbed out. In comes number 5.
Another point for Northwest.
Northwest now leads 6-4.
I'm sensing a theme here. We're starting to get things going. This is fantastic. Number 5 again at the serve. South hits it over the net. Courtney Jackson in with the spike.
Oh, ball is at the top of the ceiling. Unfortunately, South has now scored. They lead. Still Northwest now leads 6-5.
Yep, Ravens tried to stop that one, but looks like it might have been just a tiny bit too powerful.
Lineup for Ravens right now is Courtney Beers, Courtney Jackson, Abby, Kaylin, number 0, number 5. Great play by South, by the way. That was a very good play.
Kaylin Chase
Kaylin Chase got the effort.
saving the ball.
Pretty good spike by number 5. Turning it South. Game is now tied 6. Game is now tied 6-6. Right, South now have possession. Game has been so far at the beginning of the second set. It has been very competitive, back and forth, back and forth. We really haven't had a definitive lead so far. It's just been like one team scores and then another team rebounds. It's just been going on back and forth. Very competitive so far, in my opinion.
Courtney Beers with a powerful spike, and it turned out fantastic because the Ravens are up another point. We have 7-6 for Ravens.
Abby Hansen will now be serving. Number 4. Great serve by Abby. Putting the Ravens back on the board at 8-6. She now will be going back to serve. I'd say most of the Ravens this game have really had good games so far. They've all been putting like their best team efforts. Not really. There's no I in team, which is a very common catchphrase if you've not heard of it.
Yeah, but this is a great application for it.
No real players game so far, at least for Lickman. West has really dominated so far. It's just all their team effort. Not one of the major 3 players to talk about. Every player's been doing their best effort this game so far.
Back and forth, we have Courtney Jackson. Saved by the Ravens. Oh, and they just missed it, just barely. Very close on that last one.
Ravens are still up 8-7, however. But student section today has been very impressive so far. A lot of people in the theme for camo. And it's been very impressive. A lot of people tune out to the game. Many parents, many alumni, many students this game so far. Fortunately, the game is now tied 8-8 with Olathe South putting themselves back on the board. And number 5 for Olathe South will not be serving. Very competitive game so far, as previously mentioned. Courtney's at the pass. Courtney.
That was Courtney Jackson with the spike. Just gave the Ravens another point. Now we have it 9-8.
Very impressive shot by Courtney. Should not be serving in the back.
Yeah, and the Ravens are starting to pull through. Courtney Jackson now serving for the Ravens, number 3.
Both Courtney and Kitty have really just stepped in for the roles of the seniors left behind. And they've
there we go.
Both been very impressive. Ravens just scored 10, put themselves on the board 10-8. But yeah, Courtney Jackson being only a junior this year, and as previously mentioned, she stepped into the role of leadership as when she first came to school. It's been very impressive. And she's got the crazy thing she has 2 more years left. Well, more like 1.5 years left of high school career, but she's been very impressive, very good career here. And it's not even over. Katie Park's really good too, very good.
Oh, saved by the Ravens. Just barely, but once again, looks like it might not have cut it this time.
Yeah, Ravens are still up 10-9, however, but managed to think very competitive game. Kim with the spike. Very impressive play by South. That was very close to out of bounds. Really team effort.
Saved by Emily Slidham. The Ravens just barely dropped the ball.
Ball went over the net, leaving some players in the confusion. Lineup is now Laney Cass, Courtney Beers, Courtney Jackson, Kaylin Chase, and number 5 and number 0. Neil with the spike. Very good play by Kaylin Chase. Very impressive this year. Right now, I don't think the scoreboard's working. The Falcons now lead 12-10. Timeout ensuing.
Both teams now taking a timeout on the field. Sorry, court. That'd be a court, wouldn't it? All right, the Ravens are now entering the field again. All right, possession to Olathe South, now serving the ball.
Red South now scores. Who's number 5? Who's number 5? Alrighty. Alright, lineup has now changed to Lanny Caskell, Kaylin Chase, Katie Parks, Dylan Holmes, who is now served, and Courtney Jackson, and number 0. Kaylin Chase to the pass to South. Great save by Dylan. Very close to getting stuck in the ceiling. Score is now 15-11, like South Falcons. Olathe Northwest has just now scored. Put them down 15-12. Olathe Northwest might be serving the ball. South is trying to put together a lead that has not been really set during the second set.
Emily Slidham with the serve.
Olathe South has just scored. Put them up 16-12.
Back in for the Falcons. Number 3, Emma Wheeler.
Wait, she not Alright, sorry for confusion, but number 0 is only sliding, not number 2. That's in paper.
Hey, watch out! Whoa!
First hit by 6, and then Kalen.
Watch number 5!
But South is now scored. Putting on 17-12. South is putting together a lead that they're trying to keep the rest of the set. Number South served it out of bounds. Give the points to the Ravens. Ravens are now down 17-13. Kalen Chase will now be serving the ball.
Served by Kalen Chase. Turning out to be pretty good here.
But South just scored, and they're trying to put the lead. This game is not looking good for the Ravens so far. Score is still 18-13. Let South serve. Northwest just scored off a miscue by the South. Ravens are still down 18-14 over, but they're trying to put together a comeback. The lead for this game, after that timeout, South has been putting together a lead. While the Ravens are trying to come back, they're making it impossible. They're making it really very difficult for them to come back. As they just scored, putting them up 19-14. Ravens need to get back on cue after the timeout. Lineup is now Ava Carlson, Abby Hansen, Courtney Beers, Courtney Jackson, Emily Slyden, and Kalen Chase. South just scored, putting them up 20-14.
5 points left in this set.
Sounds good for the Ravens so far. Northwest just called a timeout. Already muted. Now is really the time for the Ravens to get back on cue. It's looking good for them so far. But if they get back on track and get on each other's turns, they'll probably be fine. They just need to catch some breaks from the South, and they need to do everything right.
All right, now serving for South, we have number 25 on the court. Getting ready to serve the ball. Saved by Kalen Chase. Over to Emily Slydom, over the net. Kalen Chase again. Kalen Chase getting the point for the Ravens, 15 with Olathe South at 20.
I just found this out. Olathe South is not really, it's not had a bad season so far. They're the opposite of the Ravens. They're 8-5 overall. They're 5-3 in their district. So they've had a pretty good season so far. Ravens are obviously opposite of the Ravens. The Ravens are going against some pretty competition so far. They're not having constant breaks. Ravens are now trying to initiate the comeback at the timeout. They're now down 20-16. But don't count on hope. Abby Hansen's now served.
Spike by Courtney.
Pass by number 5, Jordan Burton. South just scored, putting them up 21-16. Number 5, Jordan Burton will now serve. Nice serve. Nice save by Courtney. But unfortunately, it was not enough. South has just scored. They're now 22-16. At the score 3 more points. That'll be the end of the second hit. That'll be the end of the second set. Good for the Ravens.
Courtney Jackson bringing it back into the playing.
Two made passes between the team for the Northwest.
Eventually ending with another point for South.
Jordan Burton is now serving. Courtney with the spike.
And the Ravens with the point. Looks like that timeout was all that we needed to start pulling through a little bit more. Looks like we're starting to get those points once again, which is absolutely fantastic for the Ravens.
Yeah, going off that, their chances for win the second set are very slim. They have to go. Everything has to go right for the Ravens. And everything has to go terribly wrong for Red South Falcons.
Well, luckily, they don't have that much ground to make up if they can pull themselves out.
Northwest got the point. They're now down 23-18. Corey Jackson's on serve.
Another point for the Ravens. Wow, we are really starting to catch up.
Pass out of bounds. Courtney Jackson
was out of
serve. Courtney Jackson now serve again.
I guess we didn't get the point, but now we have possession, which is fantastic.
Couldn't agree more.
At least we got that going for us.
We gotta get more going for us, unfortunately. We need everything to go right. Score is now 23-19 with the Ravens trying to initiate their own comeback. Number 25, Nikki Gill. Unfortunately, South has just scored. 24-19 against the South Falcons. Not looking good for the Ravens so far. They have one more point and the set will be over. Point for the Northwest Ravens. They're now down 24-20. Katie Parks has now came in. Lineup is now only Cass, Katie Parks, Courtney Jackson, Dylan Holmes, Miss Lyon, and Courtney Jackson. And Keelan Chase.
Don't touch it this time.
Nice block by Katie and Elena.
Points for the Ravens. We're really starting to catch up here. We might have a chance at winning this second set. What do you think, Andrew?
I would say one thing. Don't call it a comeback.
Yeah, well, we might not call it a comeback, but they really are catching up.
Can't be a comeback if you don't win. Am I right? Actually, I'm wrong. You can still come back, but you can lose. Excuse my misjudgment.
Oh, you're mad?
Miscue by the Northwest Ravens. Set is now ended. Northwest has again lost the set. 25-21. Let's stop Falcons. Now are up 2 sets to 0.
Now switching sides on the court.
A little break for both teams, as we will see you when the next set begins.
Northwest out of 5. But I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
All right, well, it looks like we got about 30 seconds left on the clock here in between sets. Both teams have re-entered the court. So to start things off here, we've got 30 from South serving the ball. And a spike by South. Point for South. That actually starts off the set with South leading 1-0. Point for Olathe Northwest, actually tying it up. Over here for the Ravens, we have Emily Slydom with the serve. Over the net, looks like we have 30 spiking the ball. And the Ravens with the point going to Northwest. Once again, Emily Slydom with the serve. The Ravens are leading off this set fantastically. That's honestly the best word that I can find to describe this. Fantastically. We're doing such a great job. Ravens leading 3-1. Another point for Northwest. How about that? It's also great to see the student section here tonight showing up. We've got a great amount of students here supporting our volleyball team here at Northwest.
All right, Ravens, we are back for the third set. Ravens are up 4-2. Number 3 for the South will not be serving. Emma Wheeler. Kill the spike. Kill the pass again. And a miscue by Ravens. Putting South back on the board. Northwest still, fortunately, up 4-3. Number 3, Emma Wheeler for South will not be serving. This is a make or break set for Northwest.
That's right. This being the third set, actually South has gotten the first 2 if Northwest can get this set, we have a chance. We have a chance to pull through and hopefully make our way to winning this volleyball game.
Like I said, don't call it comeback. Don't call it comeback. But like I said, like we both said, it's make or break. I wouldn't say make or break for the season because they still have a lot of games left for the season. But the season has not gone the way that they expected to. If they win this game, they can get some momentum back. And if they lose, then they have to look for ways to improve. Which they're going to do if they win anyways, but they still need to look for other ways. They need to win 3 straight sets in order to win.
Great serve by the Ravens. That was Kaylin Chase. Fantastic serve, number 6 for the Ravens.
And unfortunately, they scored. Olathe Northwest is now up 5-3. Again, Kaylin Chase will now be serving the ball. Ravens up 3-6-3.
Once again, another point. Twice in a row. Kaylin Chase.
Great serves by Kaylin. She's been very impressive today. And rebounding well from her errors today. Ravens are now up 7-3, up 4. Kaylin's now serving again. Fortunately, the third time was the charm for South. Not the charm for Olathe Northwest.
Apparently not. But so far here in the third set, Ravens are leading actually 7-3, which is a great start to a comeback, if you would say. And the Ravens back up again. Now we're 8-4.
Off the out-of-bounds serve by number 18, Jaya Johnson. Number 5, Ava Carlson will now be serving for Olathe Northwest. Ravens now up 8-4. Twice the amount of points as their opponent set. Point by the South, although now they're down 8-5. Ravens are both teams are coming out with energy, but Ravens especially need all that energy so they can try to initiate a quote-unquote comeback.
Yeah, and South has the advantage here actually because they've been winning the past 2 sets, so that gives them a little bit of confidence and a little bit of courage going into the third set. So hopefully we'll see what happens. And
a point by Olathe Northwest after the ball hit the inside the net for Olathe South.
Yeah, they're coming back, man. They're coming back.
Timeout call. Both teams will get a chance to recuperate, and now we'll see you again after the timeout.
All right, we're at the end of this timeout here. Got 20 seconds left. And for the Ravens, we have Abby Hansen, number 4, serving. She's a junior this year, actually. And so far, she's been doing a great job for the team, you know?
Live after timeout would be Courtney Beers, Courtney Jackson, Elena Cass, Kaylin Chase, Ava Carlson, and Abby Hansen, as mentioned.
A great block by the Ravens just there. That was fantastic.
Courtney with the spike. Point goes to Northwest after Courtney Jackson's spike. Now up 10-5. Trying to get all the points they can, get all the momentum they can in order to prevail after the third set. If they win the third set, then they'll go to a fourth set. It'll be 2-1 Ravens. But you just have to be determined. Unfortunate set or serve by the Ravens. They give South the point, and now Ravens are up 10-6. Well then, bad serve by Jordan Bird, number 5 from the South. Giving the point to the Ravens, 11-6.
Just like nothing happened.
A little bit of deja vu, am I right?
A little bit.
I don't know, I'm rambling off stuff. Let's stop now. Score there now. They're now down 11-7. I'm not going to say that one team wants it more, because obviously you want it more. That's a little bit of cliche and not just a cliche statement. But Learn's definitely going to need it more. South's just going to need it so they can end the game.
Just a little slip up on our side of the team. Emily Slyton just missing that ball just a little bit. That's
Serve.
okay. Ravens are still leading 11-8.
Served by number 20, Peyton Bell. Served by number 11 from South. Ball is blocked. Point goes to Northwest. They're now back up on the board, 12-8.
You know, Andrew, this may be too soon to speak, but I'm sensing I can smell that comeback a little bit. I think we're starting to get there, and we'll see what happens. But I'm really starting to see this coming out.
I have one question: are you calling it a comeback?
Well, I don't know, but I think we're about to find out.
Don't make that freezing cold take. You don't want that to happen.
Give me that!
South has now scored. They put another point back on the board, although they are now down 12-9. Number 30 for the South. Hannah Hovind will now serve. Gabe Parks with the spike, although it was barely recovered by Dylan Burton. Another spike by Katie Parks. Another save by Dylan Burton. Fortune goes out back in the hands of Sydney Allman. Ravens are now up 13-9. Excuse me. I can't talk today. It's been a long week. Fortunately, Andrew McCovens has more on me. Spike by number 18, Jay Johnson, which results in the point for Olathe South. Now put another point back on the board. They're now down 13-10. Number 3 for Olathe South. Emily will now serve. Back to you, Andrew.
Well, actually, just watching this game live tonight just is really proving how difficult of a sport volleyball appears to be, and it actually is a very difficult sport. Communication is key, teamwork is key, and it's very, very key to know exactly what you're doing and what everyone else is doing too. You got to be in the minds of your teammates, and that's really what this game is all about. So, this game would be difficult for just about anyone and everyone, even our very skilled volleyball players here that we have leading tonight.
Andrew could have said, bro, that was very good. Very good. Yeah, every sport is hard. You got to have such an amazing commitment. Especially in high school and college, you're going to be a student athlete. You got to balance all that schoolwork with all sports.
Very stressful.
Sorry, current talk is very quiet in the stadium. But point on the break side, point for Northwest. Now 14-11.
Coming in hot!
As you said, it's coming in hot. Number 6, Kalen Church, now be serving the ball for Olathe Northwest.
It's coming in hot!
Great serve by Kalen, very low to the ground. Unfortunately, number 20 for South Campbell was not able to recover it. Well, it's a point for Northwest.
Yeah, Andrew, we've been hearing this all night, but it really is true. The ball is coming in hot. Hot and ready.
There indeed.
We're getting those points.
There you go! Don't give me that!
Another strike by Katie Parks. There we go. We were synchronized in that moment. Thank you, Andrew.
It was so exciting, we just had to talk in unison. There we go. That's pretty good.
We are attacking the game with enthusiasm unknown to mankind, as said by Jim Harbaugh. Excuse me. Rams now up 16-11.
Hey, same thing. It's coming hot. Over.
Spike by Courtney. flipped off the hands of number 30.
There we go.
Hogan.
Hey, you know, Andrew, this set might be ours. Let's see how it turns out.
Timeout has been called. Ravens now 17-11. Biggest lead in quite some time for the Ravens.
Yeah, now how does that feel? That's pretty good.
I bet it feels very good for Coach Barry.
Of course, very exciting for the Ravens. They're having a little bit of a pep rally at the moment, just trying to get themselves excited to complete this set, hopefully,
Well,
in the right direction.
can't let the emotion get to them, unfortunately. You see that way too many times in sport, getting a bunch of arrogance, a lot of arrogance coming in, and you just forget about what's happening. They got to focus. They got to focus.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better, actually. You know, they gotta really put their whole mind into it. You know, it gets a little bit harder towards the end of the game as a whole. So, you know, at this third set, you know, they're starting to wind down a little bit, starting to get a little bit more exhausted, and so the Ravens really got to pull through. It's a mental game at this point.
They got to win the mental game, indeed. Mentally and physically.
Yep.
Lineup will now consist of Katie Parks, Abby Hansen, Courtney Jackson, Emma Slime, Dylan Holmes, and Kaylin Chase, who's now serving the ball. Ravens up 17-11.
Coming in hot over here. Coming in hot over here.
Served by Kaylin.
You did it.
Spiked up by Amy Burner of Lake South. Now pass Lake South by Katie Parks. Set up by Katie Parks and Abby Hansen.
Another point for the Ravens.
By Katie Parks. Ravens now up 18-11.
They've set themselves 7 points apart. Very impressive, especially after the last two sets. Seeing this is just really good news.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they still gotta win the game. Just because you're up 18-11 doesn't mean much. You're down 2 sets to 0. And this is your last chance. Fortunately, after you said that, Lake scored.
Yeah.
They're now down 18-12. This is not winning the set. Olathe Northwest winning the set isn't the biggest worry. Of course, it's a worry. But if South loses the set, they still have 2 more sets to rebound.
Yeah, here we go.
Served up by Emma and spiked by Kaylin. Point by Kaylin. For confusion, but unfortunately South has scored. A little bit of gut wrench for the team, unfortunately. That was served by number 18, Jaya Johnson. Courtney spikes it. Tip in by Katie Parks.
There you go. That's another one for the Ravens.
Ravens are now up 19-13. Back to you, Andrew.
Well, you know, I tell you, Andrew, this set is starting to get even more exciting.
Couldn't agree more. Spiked up by Amy Byrne of Lake South. Emma Singleton cannot.
Yeah, that was it was kind of a tough one there. That was a tough one.
Very tough indeed.
Yeah, they've got some good players over there at Olathe South.
Indeed. Ravens are still up 19-14. Number 25, Olathe South. Nikki Gill served. Courtney Jackson will now spike it. Bounced off hands number 20, Peyton Bell. And now Ravens up 28-14.
Only 5 points away from this set.
Katie Parks and Emily Slayton have served out for Ava Carlson and Elena Cass. A little bit miscommunication on the attempted tip in from Olathe Northwest by both Courtneys. South now has possession of the ball. They're now down 20-15. Number 5, Amy Byrne will serve it. She's had a very impressive game, from what I can tell. Served up by Kaylin. Good tipping by Courtney Beers. Served by South. Courtney spikes it again.
All right, that's for Olathe Northwest.
Very tough call for the officials, but they gave it to the Ravens.
Yeah, but there, you know, Andrew, there have been a couple instances actually tonight on the court where there's been just a little bit of confusion, but it looks like that this time it's turned out for the better, leading the Ravens 21 to 15.
Yeah, officials have a very tough job, especially for high school sports.
Absolutely.
I would say that for high school, it's not as big a deal. You're not going to get sued by a bunch of companies, as what happened in college and professional sports. But still a tough job.
That's right. And Ravens now 3 points away from their third set victory.
Don't call it comeback. Or as you said, it becoming hot. Point off the south, out of bounds. Pass. Ravens now up 23 to 15. Only 2 more points. Get 25, and then the Ravens will come out victorious at set number 3. Corey Jackson has now served it. Jordan Burns now spiked it. After a call back and forth plays, got the score. Now down 23-16. Comeback is unfortunately very unlikely for South, as my catchphrase would indicate. But number 20 for the South, Pam Bell, has not served. Great defense by the Ravens after the Jordan Burn attempted spike. The spike by number 11, Sydney Albers, hit the net. Ravens are now out 24-16.
Yeah, that's right. This is a match point for the Ravens.
Match point indeed.
Hopefully they can just pull it out and win this set.
Unfortunately, the comeback is unlikely for South at the set again.
Don't call it a comeback.
I mean, I would, but they're down 9.
Game over. Game over.
These indicators game over. Will it be true? I would like to say so. Set up by Courtney. Big punches now set the Ravens into a set 4 after a victory in set 3.
That's right. All right.
Ravens have now won set 3, 25-16. Now moving up to set 4, and we will come back to you in a couple minutes. This has been Andrew Beckwith and Andrew Cummins. We'll see you in a little bit in set 4.
All right, Ravens are back.
On the right side.
Oh, that's like, that's it.
Point the spike.
Yes,
Great way to
Ravens getting
start.
the point, man. That was a very close play. Very close. Ravens now 1-0
right.
at the beginning of the fourth set.
Ravens got the point. How about that? That's pretty cool.
Very impressed by this myself.
Now, if the Ravens can win this set, that means we go into the 5th set.
Served by Dylan.
Oh, man. Wow, that was great. Here we go, here we go.
Spike by Kalen. Stuff number 18. Ravens scored.
Yeah, that's right. Another point for Olathe Northwest.
I do need to declare a state of emergency. Where is Ramal? We don't know. We don't know.
No, we're right here. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Dylan has not served the ball. Spike by number 18. Blocked by Katie and Elena.
Oh, man, oh, man,
Interference by, or someone interference by Olathe South. Ravens now 3-0.
Yeah, you know, I was actually expecting a point from South by now, but it looks like that hasn't happened with the Northwest Ravens so far.
Okay, I've got a problem. We don't know where Ramal is. Ramal, SOS, we need you. Okay. Point by Olathe Northwest by Lane Cass. Dylan will be serving again in the back as Ravens are up 3-0. We set up to serve by number 18 of Olathe South.
Oh, yeah, here we go, here we go.
Set by Kalen. Spike by number 18 again. Saved by Dylan.
That's 3.
Saved by Emily. Spike by Katie Parks. Ravens now up 4-0. Or excuse me, 5-0. Scoreboard was a little bit delayed.
How about that? That's awesome.
Coming off a lot of energy. Again, must win for the Ravens. But Olathe South, they shouldn't be down themselves too. They need to win this in order to secure the game.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, actually, Andrew, this is the biggest head start that we've had yet out of all sets. The Ravens are really starting to show their energy here in this game. But it looks like Olathe South just got a point, so
Very ironic.
here we go. The Ravens got to catch up with that now.
Yeah, Ravens are still at 5-1, but don't just count Olathe South. They've still got to win the set if they want to take the game. Set up by Courtney from Katie. Or, excuse me, the other way around. Spike by Kaylin.
3.
Set up by... Kaylin will attempt to spike it again.
7.
Number 18, Olathe South will now serve it. Maybe a little bit too far back for the Ravens.
Good.
Dylan will now serve.
Mine,
Takes it out.
Wow, wow.
Katie Parks tips it in again. Ravens are now up 6-1. Emily Singleton will now be serving the ball. Attempted tip by Katie Parks. We set up for number 11. Sydney Alman, who just scored. South puts another point back on the board. They're unfortunately down 6-2. Number 3 for Olathe South, Emma Wheeler will now serve the ball. Back to you, Andrew.
All right. Well, serve from Olathe South, number 3. Courtney Jackson sets it, and Katie Parks over the net. That's a point west.
A lot of effort by the South going down the ground to get the ball, but unfortunately was not enough. Ravens are up 7-2. Ravens come up with a lot more energy.
All right, well, it looks like we got Kaylin Chase over here, number 6, serving for the Ravens.
Mary thought was in for the Ravens, but unfortunately goes to Olathe South. Ravens still up 7-3. Number 18 for Olathe South served it. Katie Parks will attempt a spike. Fortunately, it's defended by Olathe South, who puts back into Olathe Northwest net. Put them back on the board, 7-4. Olathe Northwest will still lead. Number 18 for Olathe South, Jada Johnson will now serve it. Courtney Jackson will attempt to put back in. Number 5, Amy Byrne has just scored another point. Ravens are still up 7-5, but as I would say, South is trying to attempt a comeback. Number 18 for Olathe South is serving.
Oh yeah!
Good instinct by Dylan to take the ball away.
Good call.
Very good call. Olathe Northwest is up 8-5. Number 5 for Olathe South, or excuse me, for Olathe Northwest, Ava Carlson. Serve the lineup consists of Abby Hansen. Lineup is now consisting of Abby Hansen, Courtney Bierce, Courtney Jackson, Ava Carlson, Emma Slyan, and Karen Chase. South has just scored while I was talking, and they're now up 8-6. What happened? Oh, muted? No. What happened? Was it fine? Alright, we are back, Ravens. Sorry, we had a little bit of technical difficulty. But Ravens just scored, and they're now at 96. Abby Hanselman will now serve in the back. Serves it. And spike for Amy Byrne, who just scored. Not Amy Byrne, excuse me. Jordan Byrne.
Slide back in for the Ravens. Albert's back in.
Ravens are now up 9-7.
Still leading.
Andrew, let's take it from here.
Yeah, well, yeah, our volleyball team this year, they're going, as strong as they can, but, they actually had a few of their players lost, obviously, to seniority. They moved on to their professional college teams and, elsewhere in the country. They dispersed through the country, but also we've lost a couple players this year due to injuries. But Coach Barry is really making just the most of what he has this year, and we do have a lot of great players with what we've got. So the Ravens are really hoping to make the most of their season this year and hopefully pull through with some nice wins. And it looks like tonight, we've got a pretty good chance. I mean, it's about 50-50 right now, I'd say, with the Ravens leading actually 11-8.
Scrub due to that South on the ball in their own net. Ravens now up 12-8.
I'm sorry, you guys have been doing it.
Serve to the Ravens. But unfortunately, it looks like Olathe South got that point once again. Now they're up to 9.
Johnson back in for the Falcons.
But South is not giving up. They're still trying to retain their lead of 2-1. Olathe Northwest trying to give their best effort to put this game into set 5. Or their 5th set, excuse me. Number 5, Jordan Byrne, spikes it. 23 spikes it. And a couple of miscommunications between a couple of South players leads to Courtney Beers scoring for Olathe Northwest. Now 13-9. Lineup for Olathe Northwest now consists of Katie Parks, Elena Cass, Emily Sliden, Courtney Jackson, Dylan Holmes, and Keelan Chase. Again, chase with a good spike to the south. Spike by number 11.
Turned out great. Looks like the Ravens just got another point. Timeout on the floor.
Ravens up 14-9.
Now that looks awesome to me. You know, we've got, I don't know, we've got, some pretty good things for us going this season. You know, obviously some varied chances. We're not really sure what's going to happen yet, but, we know that, we're going in with everything we've got this year. And, our team is very determined, and everything's looking pretty good for us.
They still have a chance if they continue to rally.
Yeah, that's true.
Chance doesn't really mean much. You gotta give your best effort. You gotta get on the same page. You just gotta be a team. No I in team. Ravens have a timeout. We have approximately 15 seconds left.
Ravens just sharing a quick moment over there as a team.
Lineup still the same as for the timeout.
All right, we got Dylan Holmes up here serving for the Ravens.
Great set by Emily Singleton. Sliding.
All right, Emily sliding. Katie Park serving the ball, ending up with another point for the Ravens, leaving us 15-9.
Great spike by Katie. She's been very impressive today.
Yeah, fantastic, and especially here in the fourth set.
Ravens are very determined to get this win. They do not want to go home after 4 sets.
Yeah, especially after 4 sets. You know, that final, 5th and final set is always very intense, and I suspect that today it'll be just as intense as any.
Couldn't have said it better. Very controversial call by the officials, as both Katie Parks and what seemed like at number 18 from Lake South seemed to have both hands on the ball, but point goes to Lake South.
Yeah, the officials have actually been doing a lot of calling tonight. We've got several here on the floor communicating about some of the events that are happening tonight. We've got some interesting situations. Tony Jackson sets the ball. All right, Kaylin Chase ended up with a point. Point to Olathe Northwest.
Great play by the Ravens. Now up 16-10.
Absolutely, yeah. We're separated by 6 points here in the 4th set. And it looks like Emily Slyden starting out with the ball here for the Ravens. And just like that was easy points. Easy points.
A little bit of miscommunication myself, which leads to Northwest scoring. Northwest is up 17-10. Again, Emily Slime will be serving the ball.
That's right.
Step by number 3. Lake South. A little bit of tipping by Katie Parks. Great defense by Katie. Again, the great defense.
Sliding, going for the ball.
Going
Courtney Jackson and
great play by Kaylin Chase. Deflected off the hands of
Kaylin
Lake
Chase
South.
eventually spiking the ball there. Now we're looking at 18-10 Ravens.
Yeah, they can't let the score get to them. They gotta continue as if it's a tie game. They gotta act as if they're down and they gotta rally, which they are doing as they're down 2-1. But in this set, they're still gonna rally, which they are continuing to do. They've scored and now up 19-10.
Well, yeah, now let's go back a little bit to those first 2 sets. It really looked like South was gonna, kind of just, I don't know, they were just really coming through very strong actually to the Ravens, and they were, the Ravens were a little bit behind, maybe mentally, and maybe they weren't there on the field at the same time. They were just like out in different places, but we just got another point for the Ravens here. We're leading 20-10, and it really just looks like South is maybe taking a little bit of a break. I don't know. It looks like they're maybe off on a little bit of a trip to La La Land. What do you think?
I think Olathe South is still in this game. We're still up 2-1, obviously, in the sets, but Lake Northwest, yeah, that's like a commanding 20-10 lead.
Give me that.
Yep.
Oh my God!
And now
There we go.
21-10 lead.
Yeah, we're in a comfortable lead here with this set. I'm actually leading by 11 points.
Very good start for the Ravens in this fourth set. A little bit of substitution for the Olathe South. Ravens lineup is still the same. Served by on the slide. Point for Olathe South. Putting them up.
Yeah, but that's not a huge worry for the Ravens.
Ravens are up 20-11.
Yeah, the further away you get, the more comfortable you get.
Yeah, Olathe South has gotten comfortable because they're a 2-1 lead. Even though the Ravens still have a lead, they're still not comfortable because they need to get the same energy that they have right now into the fifth set.
Yep.
They can't let Olathe South get a little bit of arrogance.
Yeah,
a
well,
little bit comfortability.
right. Yeah, well, I think that there's a lot of distractions, during any game for that matter. But I think tonight one of the biggest game changers tonight mentally for both teams actually is the scoreboard on both sides here. You've got the scoreboard, just showing you, how far apart or how far ahead you are from the other team, and that can be a huge mental problem, or it can really build you up as a team. And it looks like for the Ravens, it's working out pretty well.
Yeah, I'd say one of the main benefits for Olathe Northwest over the South is Olathe Northwest is really impressive student section.
Yeah.
Very cheering for Olathe Northwest, and even though they shouldn't be, they're a little down south, but that's just how it works in sports. Officials are now going over the play.
Looks like officials have made a call towards the student section as being distracting and possibly
A little bit of warning.
a little bit of a warning.
Which is kind of ironic because I just talked about the student section, but
Number 3 serving for South. That's a point for South.
Maybe the lack of student section is.
And we're going into a timeout. So let's talk about that student section. What do you think exactly just happened?
I think just their amount of energy and just what they've been saying.
No, yeah.
Well, it's just high school stuff. It's
Right.
It's offensive and not tolerable for most of the schools. You can't say a lot of stuff.
I mean, we have a fantastic student section. In fact, you might actually be able to hear this, but they are getting a little bit out of hand, possibly. But for the most part, I mean, we do have a very supportive student section.
We do indeed.
There is always that danger, though, for any student section, just to have that amount of distraction. Anything can happen. So
It's a benefit yet a curse at the same time.
Yeah.
You can't let them get too arrogant.
That's right.
Fans. Miss Hilliard, assistant principal, had to come over and talk to student section, saying that a lot of their actions were not tolerable.
Yeah, possibly just a little hiccup in the game, but it could have some detrimental effects. So hopefully that turns out all right.
Most definitely indeed. With the South no Southern. Seems as if South is sparking a little bit of comeback, I'd say. And a lot of errors, a lot of constant errors from Olathe Northwest are leading to those points.
These shoes are fine. Stop wiping.
Very close to being in the
Courtney
in the
Jackson
net.
with the set, and Katie Parks spiking over the net, giving the Ravens another point. We have 21-15 right now in the fourth set.
Yeah, I'd say the biggest advantage for most of these players is definitely their height. Number 18, Jaya Jackson, is 6'2", and very impressive. She's a freshman this year.
Yeah, and actually, you just made another great point about height. Height really does matter in volleyball. This is fantastic. And the Ravens with another point just now.
Yeah, it's crazy because it says on MaxBooks that she is a freshman, and she is 6'2". I'm assuming that she plays basketball too, because if you got that height in basketball, you can do very good things. Basketball and volleyball are main sports that require height.
That's amazing, yeah.
Katie Parks is 6'2", same height as Jay Jackson, but she is a senior. Very impressed by Jay Jackson. She's only a freshman, but she is
Only a freshman.
wow. She is their secret. South's secret weapon. I can say there. Jay Olathe West have just scored. Now up 23-16. Substitutions. As the commentator said, Courtney Beers and Ava Carlson have just subbed in, and speaking of Ava, she is now serving the ball. Set by number 14, Ellen Redemaker.
Courtney Jackson setting up the ball.
Very good angle. Courtney Jackson's hooking that.
True. All right, South just spiked it, and they just got another point.
Number 10, Sydney Allman.
Once again, Ravens are only 2 points away from winning the fourth set here. And that'll lead us into the fifth and final set.
23-17, Olathe Northwest Ravens. Olathe South made some substitutions. Lineup for Ravens is Courtney Beers, Courtney Jackson, Ken Chase, Ava Carlson, Abby Hansen, and Emily Slide.
Oh,
Great
wow,
save by
a
Emily
fantastic save.
Coming.
Oh, but they just couldn't hold it. South is actually catching up now. We're only a few points apart.
Very indeed. Ravens got to stop South from making a comeback to their best ability and be able to close out this game. But had the same match that they've had all game. They got to win this. Unfortunately, the serve by Abby Hansen was a little bit too far, resulting in a point by Olathe South Falcons. Excuse me.
That's right, yeah. Now we're only 4 points apart, which, I mean, it is a little bit of a threat, but, there's always that chance we can pull through, as we're only a couple points away from winning that fourth set. Courtney Jackson with the spike.
Great save by Ava Carlson.
Courtney Jackson once again. Oh, but they just couldn't hold it once again, and now only 3 points apart, man. This is starting to get intense. Starting to get to that final push.
South has been bringing a lot more energy recently. They've been a little bit of a rally so far.
Yep.
Number 25 for the South. Nikki Gill has served.
Oh, it's a nice save by the Ravens. Got to get back up there. Oh, once again. Now that's a spicy play. Oh, but Olathe South ends up with the point.
Ball was rolling along the net.
All right, timeout on the court. Andrew, we're only 2 points away, and we've got, I don't know, Olathe South, they're 4 points away, but, we're both very, very close. So we got to see what happens. It's very intense.
Northwest is very serious right now.
That's true, yeah.
Olathe South is a little dancing to the music right now during timeout, but Olathe Northwest is very serious. They are not taking anything for granted. They got to use all the resources they can.
Yeah, there's some similarities here and some differences between the two teams, Olathe South and Olathe Northwest. But, looks like Olathe Northwest is treating this a lot more seriously. Especially, I don't know if this is because of their lead right now and their close competition. But, South seems to be having a lot more relaxed fun, as a team. And, that could be a big, important piece, or, it could actually tear them apart. So, right now, number 25, serving for South.
Nikki Gill. Ravens, both teams have got a little bit of time to focus. A point by Northwest. Now they're within 1 point of taking it to a fifth set. Olathe South has now got a lot of energy in case that they go into number 5. Or in case they go to set number 5, excuse me.
Now only 1 point away.
Finish him!
Served by Abby Hansen, number 4.
And this is it for the Ravens. We have now finished set number 4.
25 to 21.
Ravens and Falcons are about to switch sides, and we will see you right after the short break.
This is hoops. It's going to overtime. You've got nothing to do tomorrow, students. You've got the day off. Might as well cheer on your team.
Yeah, no school tomorrow.
In the meantime, I think we need to get a husky, maybe a couple summer saber cats, maybe some ravens. We need to dance a little bit.
This is something new, the Casper Slide Part 2, featuring the Platinum Band, and this time, we're gonna get funky. Funky. Everybody clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. All right, we're gonna do the basic step. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, left stop. Left foot, left stop. Cha-cha, real smooth.
Oh, come on. Your rear end's got to be sore up there. Better stand
Turn
up.
left. To the left. Take it back now, y'all.
There we go.
One hop this time. Right foot, left stop. Left foot, left stop. Cha-cha now, y'all. Now it's time to get funky. To the right now. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. One hop this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross. Cha-cha, real smooth. Let's go to work. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 2 hops this time. 2 hops this time. Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Easy, easy.
All right, and we're back. I was Dylan Holmes serving for the Ravens.
Number 1, Dylan Holmes.
And that is a point for the Ravens here in the 5th and final set.
Point by an outbound serve.
All right, Andrew. Now this is really starting to heat up. This is it. This is it. This is the pinnacle of the whole game. Now we just got to see what happens.
It's the final countdown.
It is the final countdown, indeed.
Great play by number 18, the freshman, as we seriously worried about number 18, Jay Jackson.
Now, you know, right at this point in the game, in the 5th set, you know, one of the things that's bothering, you know, the teams the most right now is stress. You know, it's all that stress of like, especially here in overtime, where we're going, you know, back and forth. You know, who's going to win? Nobody knows. But right now, we are leading actually 2-1. So, you know, that is automatically just, you know, putting the Ravens ahead. You know, with their confidence and everything. That's a great lead-in.
I just said, Andrew, confidence definitely key. You're obviously going to have stress and anxiety during meet because during an important event where it's just you have to make a decision that's very important.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, it's very stressful for both teams. Am I right when I serve? Number 5, Jordan Byrne will now serve it. Miscommunication by Slide and Holmes leads to late South scoring. However, Lake Northwest still up 3-2.
Yeah, although there's a slight miscommunication there. Ravens are still on the lead. You know, we're still going.
Gotta keep it good lead, man. Unfortunately, ball's too low for Dylan to get it. which is not her fault entirely because it's not even a foot off the ground. But game is now tied 3-3. Olathe South will now be serving.
She's trying to serve. Be quiet.
And the Ravens just got served right into the net. Did you catch that?
I did catch that.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
Served right into the net, but you know it happens.
What I did catch was that student selection now has to be very quiet during all serves, unfortunately.
Yeah, after that,
Instant at the end of
yeah, little
the fourth
incident.
set.
Yeah.
Which they're still not exactly being quiet during serves, but who knows. Olathe South just scored. Now it's 4-4. South will not be serving. Very intense game right now. Both teams have to keep it within a small score or a small margin.
Quiet, please.
All right, that was Dylan Holmes catching the ball there. Katie Parks over the net, continuing this play. And South is actually now in the lead.
Number 5, Jordan Burton, has now scored again. Been very impressive this game. She is a 5'9" senior who's an outside hitter.
That's right.
Being her last season here, she got improved. Fortunately, points went to South. South now leads 6-4. Ref is explaining it to Olathe Northwest.
Katie Parks just tipped that right over the net. Sometimes that's all you need, especially like that when you just get a point, you know.
Yeah, great tipping by Courtney Jackson. Unfortunately, now Ravens are down 1, 6-5.
Sit down.
Ravens just served.
Oh, yeah.
Great dive by Olathe Northwest, Kaylin Chase.
Oh man, just barely.
Fortunately, able to tip it out of bounds. Yep. South is now up 7-5.
All right, that was another point for the Falcons there. Leading by 3. Number 25 for the South. Serving. And that's Courtney Jackson back. Courtney Jackson comes up. And Kaylin Chase. Courtney Jackson over the net. Oh man, the Ravens just barely missed it there too.
Fortunately, Ava Cross has not been having the greatest night
Yes,
so
Katie!
far.
Timeout on Olathe Northwest here.
They need to catch their breath. They need to focus, stay calm for a little bit.
That's right. And in this these final moments of the game, you know, like I just said a minute ago, stress is high. That's what these teams are really focusing on right now. As we can see over here on the right side of the court, we have Coach Barry talking to the girls. You know, Olathe South is starting to look a little bit more serious too, and you know the teams are really starting to pick things up and you know pour on the competition. It's really starting to get serious at this point.
There indeed. South is up 4 against Lake Northwest. Northwest has to do their best to get back into the lead. The score is 9-5 Lake South. Seconds remaining timeout. Yep, both teams coming out.
All right, South is back in. And timeout is over. Looks like we're both back in.
Lineup right now consists of Courtney Jackson, Dylan Chase, Ava Carlson, Emily Slyden, Courtney Beers, and Abby Hansen. With a little bit small lineup, from what I can tell.
And spike by Courtney Jackson.
Hitting number 25 from like the south. Mickey Gill. Abby Hanson, Abby serving back near the end.
Is that legal? You better pay attention. Don't look over here. Don't look over here. That's gonna make you run it back. Why your knees on your shins?
Number 5,
Wow.
Score by the South. The score is now 10-6. A little bit of substitution. Laney Cass and Kaylin Chase came back into the game.
Yeah, now we're just 4 points apart. And you know, Andrew, the fifth part of the game here. It's only played to 15. You know, if the Ravens want to get this one, they got to start working harder. We got 8 points to go, but you know, South is only, you know, they only got 5 points to go. So it's really, at this point, it's about just like focus and teamwork.
Indeed, Andrew, indeed.
Right, yeah. Right now we got Courtney Jackson about to serve for the Ravens.
Good serve by Courtney from the back. Spike near Ava Carlson. Olathe South is now up 11-7. We are back. Score is now 11-8.
Dylan Holmes with the serve.
Sorry for my stutter. Wow. Greatest chain advantage just occurred. Kevin Chase now spike it. Pass to the other team. Number 11.
That's a point for the Ravens. All right, this is it, guys. This is the very end of the match here. We're starting to get to the end here, and it's getting like the heat is pouring on.
Unfortunately,
You got too much to drink. You got too much to drink.
Oh, and the officials. It looks like the officials may have actually called the point.
giving the point to Olathe South?
Yes,
Or is
that's
it
correct.
Olathe South? After much confusion. A little bit of heartbreak for Olathe Northwest. Y'all are back in their mojo.
Yep. Oh man, and Olathe Northwest just couldn't keep it.
Score is now 13-8. Olathe Northwest. Out of bounds pass by Olathe South. Northwest now retaining possession of the ball, being down 13-9. 4-point margin. Emily Slime will now be serving.
The Ravens are starting to catch up. They're just 3 points away from tying up with Olathe South.
Indeed, but both teams got to retain their mojo, especially Olathe Northwest will come out on top in the fifth set. Emily Slime will now be serving.
Oh yeah!
Oh, low serve. Man, I gotta tell you,
Just 1 point away from victory. Olathe South
one set
gets
away.
the point at 14.
Number 18, Jaya Johnson has been very impressive. Her biggest advantage is obviously her height, but she's a very good IQ for volleyball. Very smart. From what I've been able to gather.
And that is game for Olathe South.
Game for Olathe Northwest.
Wow, possibly quite an interesting turnover, but you know what? We are just so happy to be having such a great team this year, and you know, whatever the turnout, you know, it's all about that Raven pride. So we've got a great student section. Everything is just going great. So before we end off this stream, we'd like to thank everyone involved. We'd like to thank the ONW Raven athletics team out here to play tonight, and we'd also like to thank eCommunication for putting on the stream. So anyways, please feel free to tune in on Monday night from 4 to 10:30 to catch our live broadcast of the Marching Band District Festival. It'll be a great time. Please be there and tune in. Anyway, this has been Andrew McCubbins.
And this has been Andrew Beckwith, and thank you for watching the volleyball broadcast against Olathe South. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Thanks for tuning in. Peace out.